Oh, hello there. We are on the way to the gym. We just had dinner and it's about 6:10. Gonna head to the gym. Gonna start with some squats. Seb should be there. He's probably already there. He takes forever to do a workout. I'll probably still finish my workout before him, even though he's already there. But anyway, I watched Lex Fridman's podcast with Jordan Peterson, and it was very good. I really enjoy Lex Fridman's podcast. I think it's one of the better ones. It can be a little bit intellectually demanding. It's not an easy listen, especially with a guest like Jordan Peterson, who uses big and fancy words and can talk quite fast. So you have to really be paying attention. But I decided after that podcast to buy Jordan's new book. It was released a couple months ago. The book is called He Who Wrestles with God. And it's like Jordan talks about biblical stories and kind of the lessons behind the stories and kind of like his take on them, I suppose, his interpretation. I think I'm someone who would love to believe in God, but hasn't yet been convinced. And like, I agree with a lot of the like rules of like Christianity, like rules, kind of morals, values, virtues. Like I admired a lot of the things, but the kind of idea of God itself existing I struggle with. But I like the way Jordan talks about it, because I feel like I can relate, because he doesn't use like, how do I describe it, like Christian terminology. Like he doesn't talk, I don't know how to describe it, like doesn't, like he's not like reciting the Bible when he talks, even though he does like obviously quote. But yeah, it's really good. Like I really enjoy and I'm intrigued by the lessons and the views. It kind of challenges my own worldview, because I also am somewhat convinced that free will doesn't exist. And I'd love for somebody to convince me that free will does exist. And that's kind of why I bought the book, because I want to be convinced that free will exists. But as of right now, I'm not entirely convinced. So I kind of bought it in the hopes that I can be convinced. It's always good to seek out people who disagree with you, because you should always seek out people who disagree with your beliefs, because by seeking them out, you either, one, they convince you that you're wrong and now you've found the truth, or two, they don't convince you that you're wrong and now you're even more confident in your belief. So like, you never really lose. There's only gains to be had by seeking out people who disagree with you, as long as you can have like a constructive conversation. Obviously, if the conversation gets emotional and heated and it's no longer constructive, there's no point in having the conversation. But you should always seek out people who you can have a constructive argument with in regards to your beliefs, because you only come out, it's net positive no matter what. So that's what I've done. I'm like, only bought it yesterday, so I'm only a few pages in, and it's been good so far. It's not the easiest read, you know. There's a lot of words. I'm not the most. I've never been a big reader, so reading can take me a while, because I'm really particular about words, the way things are said. So I tend to like really think about something and take my time. It's good. I'm excited to finish it. I'm gonna tell Seb about it, because I know he'd be interested for sure. Actually, that's the difference between someone who's like genuinely intelligent and intellectual and confident and secure in their beliefs, right? And the difference between someone who's like not intelligent and not confident is whether or not they can have a constructive conversation, like a factual debate. As soon as, if you're having a debate or like a constructive argument on a particular topic and someone starts getting emotional or they start to go off topic and start to like attack you directly, start to insult you, oh, you have them, you've got them. They're not secure in what they believe in. They don't understand it fully. They've most likely taken that belief from someone else that they admire, that they don't fully understand the belief or why they have the belief. They haven't thought deeply about why they believe that. They've just taken it from someone they admire, and they've attached it to who they are, to like, it's part of their personality, it's part of who they are. And then you attack that. Well, it's not that you attack that, but you question that, and now they're perceiving that as you attacking them, attacking who they are, when it's not. You're disagreeing with a belief. You're not attacking them, but because they've attached that belief that they haven't really thought about to who they are, they now perceiving that as a personal attack, and that's like the biggest red flag for someone who's not actually very intelligent. All right, we're finished in the gym. Let's get out of here. I'm hoping that this is all right. I really don't know what to say.
Go around free, we can have a field day.
I don't know how stable this is, but here we are. So it's 8:15. Finished in the gym. Gonna go home, edit the video, post the video. Today will probably be over by then. I won't have much spare time left. It's a 8 o'clock session tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. The morning sessions I don't really like too much because it takes me so long to get warmed up in the morning. My body's like barely awake, and then it's freezing now as well. So it just takes me forever to get warmed up. So I don't really like the morning sessions, but I'm in work till 4 or 5, and I have badminton at 7. So I'm not really, I could train after work. That means I wouldn't have time to eat dinner, and then I'd be going straight from the gym to badminton, and I'd be playing badminton for 3 hours. Just makes way more sense to train in the morning, even though I don't like the morning session. Yeah, so we train at 8, and then badminton at 7, work till 10 till 4. If you don't already have a Ninja Creamy, get a Ninja Creamy. They are fantastic. They are fantastic. Now it's a little bit easier for me because I can steal products from work. like ice cream products so I can make cool flavors. But even if you don't like, even if you're just like, you don't work in an ice cream shop like me, get a Ninja Creamy. They are amazing. You can make like 500 grams of ice cream with like 60 grams of protein and 600 calories. There's no brand making ice cream with macros like that. And you can make it at home. Obviously the machine's like €200, but once you make that initial investment, making a tub of ice cream is like €2-3, compared like to €5-6, and you're not getting anywhere near as good a macros. And the ice cream is like so much better than the supermarket because the texture is just, because it's like freshly blended, the texture is perfect. Oh, they're actually amazing. Like, highly recommended to anyone. So good. Definitely get a Ninja Creamy if you don't already have one. Yeah, I'm probably just going to upload the video and then continue reading Jordan Peterson's book. It's actually very good. It's very good. Oh, I'm getting a motorbike for my birthday. I don't care. I finished all my training. I've done my motorcycle training twice now. And I should have I had a motorbike, but I had to sell it because I couldn't get insured. The insurance was like 5,000. Like, the bike was only worth like 2,000 or 3,000 and the insurance was 5,000. Like, it's ridiculous. But because I'm going to be turning 25, insurance is going to drop significantly. So I'm definitely buying a bike for my 25th birthday. It'll be a cheap bike, but I don't care. I just want a motorbike so bad. They are so cool. They are just so good. Oh, can't wait to get my hair cut. Oh my God. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to get my hair cut. If you don't really have, if you sometimes question, or if you sometimes lack purpose in your life and you don't really know what to do and you're feeling a bit lost, it's easy to get back on track when you know what to do. And when you don't know what to do, it's very easy to feel hopeless. But when you do find yourself lacking purpose or lacking direction or lacking, you don't know where to go or you don't know what to do, there are two things you can ask yourself. And I got this off the podcast I was watching earlier. And it's true. It's so true. Just ask yourself, what bothers you about yourself? And then also ask yourself, what do you find interesting? Now, by doing that, by asking yourself what bothers you about yourself, that gives you clear things that you can work on to change. You might say, oh, but I don't know how to change those, and that's why I still have them. That's why they bother me so much. Yeah, well, if it was easy to change, you would have changed it by now. The fact that it bothers you is because it's hard, it's stubborn. You haven't been successful in getting rid of it or improving it yet. But there you go, straight away. That's something you can do. That's direction, that's purpose. And then by following your interests, your curiosity, that's where you're going to find your purpose. By asking yourself those two questions, loads of things should already start popping into your head. And you keep doing that. Every few months, you keep asking yourself those questions. And you keep like ticking these things off your list. You ask yourself this question. Yeah, now you have loads of things that bother you about yourself and loads of things you're interested in. You try to eliminate the things that bother you. You follow your curiosity, the things that interest you, and you start ticking them off. And then when your list runs out, you ask yourself again. And then you have a new list. You start ticking those off. And over years and years and years of doing this, by like pushing, it's going to be hard. And that's something to like be, glad, like to be grateful for, is that it's hard, because that's what makes it satisfying. Because if it was easy, it wouldn't be satisfying and it would be boring. So the fact that it is hard is what makes it satisfying. So over, years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of asking yourself these questions, picking off the boxes, doing these hard things, you become this like just absolutely fantastic, like amazing, deep person with loads of accomplishments, loads of things to be proud of. You won't like, when you do this, you won't recognize yourself in 6 months. You won't recognize yourself in a year. Imagine 10 years of doing that. Like completely different person.